Alright, this is my first time doing this and emitting it on camera here and publicly for my 10 viewers. But I blew up 2 accounts today. Blew up 2 Trade accounts, 2 challenge accounts. Just got them over the weekend and blew them out in one day and the other one in 2 days. And this really stems from session times and lack of control being my engagement. Just show a few things that happened on Monday here real quick. You can see the P&L graph. How does this work? You can see the P&L graph here, but I was up, had a really nice day, intraday, into the close, little wiggle waggle, no big deal. End of the day, $550. Then Asia session opened up. I traded once, got a small loss, traded again, small loss, oversized, and on one, took that loss, took another loss, same thing. And I compounded losses instead of compounding winners. And I spiraled out of control. This is nothing new to my experience. I already know I shouldn't be trading this time in this session. I already know, what I shouldn't be doing, but I still keep doing it. And that's what happened today. You can see, look at this. Just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting what I did. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I had a good trade here. I manually stopped myself out here. Chase the short here. I don't even know what kind of setup that is. Chasing the short for a breakdown or something. I don't know. And then came up, stopped myself out. Here, stopped out again. Same thing. Huge stop. This. I over leveraged on this position right here. Small profit. Took a loss. This one, over leverage again. Took a loss. This one, you can definitely see I just went ham sauce on this one. Took a win. Took a win. And I got to break even right here. And this is also very high leverage. Got to break even here. And then said I'm done. I traded more, over leveraged, more. This, and just ended up blowing the account. So that was like $2,500 in the span of, it looks like probably 45 minutes. So look at it in all its glory. This is what it looks like when you just lose sense of your strategy and yourself. And so it hurt. It hurts. It sucks. And I'm gonna get better. And it really comes down. And then, so before I get to what I'm gonna do to improve on this, journal about it and all that, but you can see the next account didn't even load up, didn't even auto sync. I blew that up in short order in a similar fashion by using a small amount for the first trade, taking a loss, and then just spiraling out of control. My ego got hurt from being wrong, not from the dollar amount, or I guess it is from the dollar amount, but my ego was hurt and I traded my emotions. So what this comes down to, this is immediately after whatever it is experienced, but there was zero accountability. I mean, I made the mistakes and I didn't make any changes. It became a session time issue. As much as I love to trade before 7 a.m. New York time, or at 7 a.m. between then and the pre-market time, it's not something I can do consistently profitable yet. I live in the West Coast, so I have to get up early and my mind's just not ready for it. So new rule is to wait 10 minutes after equities open, and then I have a 2-hour window that I can execute in, that I'm confident in, that I think I've edged in, and where I can make money. So I also kept trading the 15-second chart, which is, I just need to accept that I can't trade this. It's not me. It's not for me. It's a love-hate relationship. You know, it's like that. It's your fun fling. Fun for the moment, but you know it's not good for you. And sometimes you have good wins, sometimes you have good fun, and other times you get an STD. So just put her to rest. Just get away from her. So it's a drug. I recommend never going to the 15-second chart or second charts. So I'll be sticking to my M1, M5, M4, H1, daily, all that stuff. So going forward, I need to trade less. That's what I came down to this. I need to trade less. I need to trade at my session times. I need to engage less and just take high quality trades with appropriate size. For the next 30 days, it'll be strictly me following the rules. So it's public accountability for me following the rules. I'm going to be trading demo for the next day or two just to reset my mind and how I can physically do this, but we will be logging every day, resetting ourselves till we pass a challenge count, and then get funded, and then get a payout. I want to get a payout by the end of this month. I'm going to get a payout by the end of this month. So this daily log is going to be, is just my journey of getting to my first payout. Just want to get to my first ever payout without spending a crazy amount of cash. So I track how many accounts I go through and the expenses of it, and basically my drawdown that I've quote unquote blown up is almost $40,000. Now it's not real money, it's simulation money, but the equivalent of $40,000 is what I've lost in this market. And luckily, you know, we have these opportunities of these combines and prop firms where you can really get good leverage. So thankfully, I'm not, you know, it's not damaging or anything like that in my financial situation, but it hurts. I mean, it's definitely a little bit of a strain because you're taking losses. I mean, you're paying for these challenges and basically throwing money at the screen and not seeing it go anywhere. So literally one payout pays up, makes me profitable for the year. So this will be from probably gonna start the 5th. Let everything else cool down, maybe even the 6th, maybe even the 9th, I don't know. But this is the road to getting a payout. Ideally, we get funded in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6, 7 days. That's plenty of time to get funded. And then the remaining days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, is following the rules to get that first payout. At least make the buffer. I will at least get to the buffer. Come April, I get a payout. So that is a goal. That is my plan. How I'm going to implement it is simply constraining and making sure that I follow this checklist here, where I have an adherence to my session times of 8:40 to 11. This should be actually 9:40. This should be at 9:40, but and then taking no more than 5 trades, having less than 13 executions, following my lot size rule of 2 contracts per entry. Could have multiple entries, which is why we have 13 executions on here. Having my daily P&L goal met, and then risk management respected, and no seconds charting. So, and then I will also be using a template just to log my trades. This is what it would look like, say for this one, whatever nonsense this is about, trade review. This is what I do. What was my emotion before? What was it after? How did I react? Because a lot of times what I do after is the most important part. It's not really about what I feel before, at least for me. It's more so what I do after. If I have a big win, I end up trading again, overconfidence. If I have a big loss, I end up revenging the trade, compounding the loss. Then I'm also doing just my complete thought process of what made me take this trade, see if I'm following my process and the steps to it, defining if it was an A plus, A or B setup based on that. Did I follow my plan 100%? I'm not a stop or target type of guy. Only on like one contract it can be, but even then. So it's really about this next question of, did I read price and the delivery objectively to manage the trade appropriately? If not, why? And lastly, would I take the trade again? So that is what we're looking to do, and then showing what it looks like at M5M1, and then a few things that I'm tracking here on my end. So we have everything, we have the systems in place to get where I want to be. It's just a matter of executing it. Executing it no matter what. No matter how much pain I feel, no matter how confident I feel about a setup. This is more so about a discipline for me to be a profitable trader throughout my lifetime, and not trying to have one day be the day that I suddenly become profitable, but rather it's the process of many days accumulated that give me the identity to be the trader that I know I can be. So this will be my accountability log. Usually I always talk about doing this, but this is my first time really, digging deep. It's uncomfortable. It's not going to be fun, but I think at the end of it, I could look back and say, wow, this was actually the turning point. That's what I'm hoping. So stay tuned. And thanks for watching. See ya.